What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Mike's Monday Motivation, where I bring you what you need to get through the week, the fuel you need to get things done. Maybe that might not be true. I don't know. Maybe you just listen to this on like a Thursday afternoon when you're just chilling by the pool. I don't know. But maybe this is helping you this week. Today's message is around like knowing your numbers, and it's not going to be maybe what you were expecting to hear or you've heard other people talk about. So knowing your numbers is important, but ignorance is absolutely bliss. What I see happen a lot is people think their business may be underperforming or think they there's money in the account, but they have this also false sense of security that things are going well. When you end up knowing your numbers, prepare to go through a season where you are actually more concerned for the success of your company than you were when you didn't know your numbers. Accuracy to information can create emotional ties to what the reality is compared to what the fabricated reality was, right? Where you thought it was this or thought it was that based on independent, inaccurate, maybe sometimes emotional data points. And I see this happen a lot, where they figure out what their sales numbers are, their financial numbers are, their percentage, their actual profit margins, they get their P&L built correctly, they actually get a balance sheet for the first time, they actually see a cash flow report for the first time. All these things happen in different forms and different fashions and different times and seasons in business. But a lot of times, as you get more clarity around the numbers, you actually become more intimidated than you were before. The not knowing the truth gave you an out when knowing the truth doesn't. But what the difference is when you know, you may be more intimidated or more in worse shape than you realize, but now you can actually track the improvement in real time. What I mean by that is as you make adjustments, as you change things, as you fire people or offload overhead or hire people or pay down debt or pay off suppliers or increase your pricing, you will then be able to physically, visibly see the impact of those decisions much faster. When you don't have reports, the initiatives you create, the things you do, the things you try to do will not be as clear on whether or not they're working or not. So be prepared to go through that emotional roller coaster. You're going to go from nervous and ignorant, just uncertain, to very clear on the information, now very scared because it's not pretty, to incredibly confident and proud as the initiatives you implement start to show measurable increases and improvements in the actual data points. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be concerned about that. Don't be uncertain about the journey. That's what's going to happen. You're going to go from anxious and uncertain because you just don't know, to knowing and potentially being very nervous and scared, to being very proud and confident as you implement initiatives that show real results because you have real data and real reports, both legacy, previous, and future accurate to today. So take that with some confidence and go learn your numbers. Get your P&L, get your balance sheet, get your cash flow, understand your pricing, understand your percentages, understand your percent of revenue for different investments. If you don't have that, connect with me, connect with ProfitPandaCFO.com. If you guys have not heard, I am now a partner in Profit Panda, which is a CFO bookkeeping services for contractors. But if you don't know your numbers, get somebody involved. It doesn't have to be my company. Obviously, WinRate can coach you through some of this. But having a bookkeeper in place and having a CFO in place that can help you, not just analyze the data, but create the data can be an absolute game changer in helping you get control and go through that emotional journey from unknown and scared to know and scared to know what's happening with the initiatives you're creating and the desired outcome is moving in the right direction. So if you have questions on that, reach out. Go to ProfitPandaCFO.com for specific financial service stuff. But overall, understand your numbers and understand the emotional roller coaster you're going to go through going through that process. But ultimately, it'll help you win fast and win often.